Hello and good morning. This is our Visionary Artist Path School Community um, monthly Smashbook Sanctuary live event, the first Saturday of every month. And it's August 1st today, and August 1st, in my personal or my spiritual tradition, is Lunasa, which is the first day of harvest. And it is a time when we move into autumn, even though for those of us in the northern hemisphere, we're in the thick of summer, and uh, and the heat is really upon the land. So yeah, it's kind of a dichotomy season with regards to temperatures and then of course to um, season. But here we are. And as Lamas Lunasa, it's originated in Ireland, and it is in honor of the solar god, the sun god, Lulamfada, Lu of the long arm, and also his stepmother, Talte, who is basically Mother Earth, or you might call her the wheat or the corn goddess energy or aspect. But the idea, of course, is that it's Mother Earth, and she's giving to us our nurture. She's nurturing us. She's giving to us sustenance with the first harvest, the grain. So, grain and fruit. Well, fruit we've been harvesting all along, but now it's the time for the grain. Anyways, we're not journaling or doing a smash book about that, but I celebrate it. So for me, it's a holy day. It's one of our sacred holy days, and there are 8 during the year, and this is one of them. Yes, I'm a pagan. Oh my God. Um, anyways, today I wanted to focus on the concept of abundance. We know the word abundance. We understand the concept behind abundance, but knowing it and really embracing it are two different things. We give lip service a lot to abundance, but um, the purest sense of abundance is Mother Earth, is to look at the earth with regards to the fact that it's from that body, from the planetary body, that we really do receive everything, everything. And of course, we take everything that we receive from the earth and we transform it into processed foods, into plastics, into glass, into coal, energy, whatever you want to call it. But it all comes from the planet. Yeah, we all have a Thanksgiving later in autumn, towards the end of it, but rarely do we stop at the beginning of the harvest season and give thanks. And I think that that's really important to dip into and to stand in the concept of abundance, yes, but to embrace the abundance in your life. Um, we are at an important time, and yes, one of our members brought it up, the Lionsgate, which is on August 8th. And it comes at this time because it does kick off the autumn season, but that's stellar. When we look at Lunasa, that's earthly. And right now, abundance can only be gained through really feeling the earth beneath your feet and breathing that in and feeling your connection with Mama Earth. And throughout the year, it can actually carry you so that when you start to fall into the mentality of lack, oh my God, I don't have enough money. Oh my God, whatever. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, whatever it is. And you start to go into the spiral, the spin of lack. because that's the opposite of abundance, then you can just come right back into the abundance of the harvest season. Feel the mama beneath your feet again and make that decision to step forward, take a step forward, knowing that you do have abundance. There's solutions that you can take a look at and implement in your life during times of challenge when it's challenging your reality of abundance. And more often than not, it's we can overcome it. There are places where we cut back, where we find, and also giving that need not only to Mama Earth but to the universe, and doing your part to eliminate it keeps you in abundance. So in a minute, I'm going to go over to the art table right there that you see behind me, all nice and blurry. And that's where the focus is going to be. And I'll be talking, of course, and sharing as we move forward. I don't want to start over there, though, until the hour. So we've got about 5 minutes. So one of the things I thought I would do is just focus, have us breathe in and focus into abundance, into opening up your mind, body, heart, and soul to the reality that what you need in life, the base needs in life, if you stop and dip into them, you begin to realize that they've always been taken care of. There's always fulfillment for that abundance, as long as you don't wallow in the challenge in any given situation, right? So some of it is a perspective on life. And especially when we're going through challenging times, the worst thing we can do also is to look at people who apparently have excessive abundance in their life and spiral into that negative mindset of why them, why not me. So, but to always close your eyes, feel your feet firmly on the ground, breathe in your connection to Mama Earth to regain your balance, your center, feel your connection with infinite source. Open yourself up to it and receive it in as you begin to breathe. That's the number one abundance, is breath, the air. And of course, it's up to us to take care of that. So let's just breathe for a moment. Just take in a nice, full, deep belly breath, the breath of higher mind. And let's take in the full, deep breath, the breath of light body. And let's take in a third, deep, full belly breath together, the breath of soul. And for today's live gathering, whether you're here live or whether you're watching a video, you're still connecting with this energy of present moment. So let's breathe in the breath of unity, breathing it in. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to my workstation. And so, Mayora, I'm going to
Okay, I hope you can hear me over here on my headset and that all is good. Mhm. I'm not sure, but I'm going to trust that I'm going to trust that you can hear me. And if you're hearing me from afar, well, I guess that's just the way it's going to be. But I think you can hear me. Okay, so here we are. My Smashbook for that. And let's start off. I like to start off by, let me go to it. We just breathed really deep for our grounding. So just ground into your, if you're going to work with me today, just place your hands on your grounding and centering page or your feet or whatever you have for your grounding and centering page. Just take a nice deep full breath. This is the breath of creativity, knowing that you are getting ready to create and letting go and relaxing our resting page to just relax into the fluid movement of creativity. And I think I'm going to go ahead and choose a blessing. Let's see what blessing wants to come forward today. I only have a few in here, but still, adventurous. Okay, adventurous is the blessing for today. Maybe I'll eventually make more blessings for me, but I think that's pretty good. Adventurous. Okay. All right. Here we are. This is where we're at. Okay, so in the classroom, I gave you two pages that I'm going to work with, and I also brought out a third one. If you find you really want this, let me know. Just call it the butterfly. No, not the butterfly. The rose, the vine. How about that? The vine page, texture page, and I can pop that in. But mostly I am going to work with these two. Okay. You're not seeing the very bottom of my page, but I think you'll survive if you don't. No, you see it. Okay. All right. So the intention is to embrace the abundance of life, your abundance, Mama Earth's abundance, life abundance, not material abundance. I don't care anything about material abundance. Okay, that's not what abundance is all about. And I'm going to take a moment and I'm just going to start journaling. And I'm going to affirm that I have an abundant life. And I'm just going to say my life is abundant. I open to abundance through Mama Earth. and I receive abundance. From her and the universe. I think I want to affirm that I am abundance. I am abundant. How's that? I am abundant. It's within me. Okay. My abundance is real, is here, is now. Abundance lives forever in me. Okay. Now I'm going to affirm, or here's my prayer. Please guide me. Show me. Love me. Know me. Allow me to grow, to receive, to become the fullness of abundance. Then I'm going to sign off. Okay, I'm going to go back to the computer because someone has just rang the doorbell. Someone else is ringing the doorbell. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. All right. So, with the intention set and my prayer written out, I'm going to now begin to work. Okay. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start by using this sheet as a background, but I will rip it into different pieces. Let me get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of all the white. Okay. Okay. I'm just creating the crease for, because I'll place it right there when I glue it down. So that just helps it bend. Okay. I like that there's a clock on this paper, on this texture paper, because for me, it's like saying the time of abundance is now. So that's how I'm looking at that little symbol right there. And then, of course, for me, having butterflies show up, I think is always important because it's also a sign of transformation. And even if some of the butterflies are more moth looking, moths are attracted to the light. And so I like to believe and know that all my creativity supports the light and is light. And so that symbol of the moth is showing that um, the element of attraction in the universe is present. I'm going to rip off that little. Okay. Now I got these fun little things, but I'm not going to pull them in yet. So I brought in some paint. I'm going to work with some paint. I brought in colors that I feel are good colors. Oranges and pinks and yellows and blues. I don't know which I'm going to use. I'm just putting them out there and then I'll just pull on. Uh, The way I do it is I look at here and then I let the color that really, which is orange, it's really coming out. So I'll start off with orange, okay? Into some blues. I'm using acrylic paint because it dries fast and I can layer over it. And this is a titanium um, buff color. So the whole time I'm creating, I'm holding the word abundance and allowing the meaning of that abundance to continually go through me, like what it means, what does it mean, what does abundance mean to me, um, how do I handle and deal with um, abundance and being aware of that. And I want to bring in pink because even though it's not really in here, because it's a healing color for me. I think it really goes into the depths of our emotions. Pink does. I personally do feel that way. And it brings in the tender, the compassion, because we need to be compassionate towards ourselves in our life and not beat ourselves up so much. So I'm reviewing the areas in my life where I'm struggling perhaps with abundance. And if any come up into my mind, I'm just painting, I'm releasing um, it into the background so that I can just relax with it all and allow my awareness to expand. I'm really using the keyword expand right now because I think that when we get tight, we're not expanded. When we really get upset about something, we've contracted too much. Our heart is contracted, our mind is contracted. Um, and then, of course, in our physical bodies, we're definitely contracted. Our breathing is more labored. And I'm teaching myself to expand, just to expand my energy field, to expand my mind, to expand my heart, to expand my soul. And to be like a vine, I guess, because I wanted for some reason at the last minute to bring in a vine, to be like a vine and to remember that I'm going to grow and change and continue to move into new avenues of existence and kind of just seeing if it'll stick, but there's not enough wetness on that, so we'll just glue it down. How's that? So the vine is becoming a symbol for me, isn't it? It's becoming a message from my soul to become like the vine. Oh, look at this. I've transformed the vine. I've melded it with my background. That's kind of cool. I'm liking that. I'm liking how that worked. And gonna just embrace that into this. Be- because the message there is that even when you grow and you vine and you continue to climb up to the heavens towards your goal, towards your intention achievement, that the you're carrying the foundation, right? You're carrying the foundation of what you're growing off of. Let's see if I let's see if I can put this little vine down here. without getting it all messed up, especially led by this butterfly. I love in Smashbooking, here's the one great thing about it. As we're making, because we're not worried about perfection, are we? We're not creating a piece of art. We're doing a emotional process. And so those accidents like that are communicators. So I got it. I got the message of the vine, and I'm able to put it right here as a small new area of mental growth for myself and understanding in my life of that. I think I'm going to continue with the vine. I actually, this wasn't planned for this, but I'm going to bring it in because it is a vine. And I think I'm going to put that right here and build off of it. But before I do, I want some real light energy behind it. So there I go, changing up everything again, bringing in the brilliance of the sunlight on this Lammas day. Let me blot this so it's not so wet. I'm not in the mood to hear blow dryer. Okay. So I'm going to bring in some gel to put this down. And I'm going to put the gel on it over here. Let me find a sheet. How's this? Is this okay? Well, let's just dab. Okay. And it's kind of blending into the yellow, but I think that's okay because it's part of the lightness of being, right? And maybe abundance is all about the lightness of being. When that dries, I can outline it. See, it's kind of reaching out and connecting with my other vine, the message received vine. And I got hearts. I got leaves. I truly believe that smash booking for me has enhanced my creative ability when I do paint. Because here in smash booking, nothing is planned out. I might pull something that I know I want to use. I'm on my workspace, which has things that I plan to use in other things. And then it all just merges together. I grab as I'm creating. And because I'm focused on healing rather than uh, creating art, it's allowing me to really, really trust my intuition and um, and go with the flow, so to speak, by not worrying about anything. Just building a flower here. Right, go that way. I'm getting excited for the beginning of Return to Love, which is coming up on this Wednesday, this next Wednesday. It's a deeply personal experience, and I believe has some pretty significant messages. Most people don't take the time to do things like that anymore. They get, they just don't make the time, you know. And when we do, I think when we do deep process and we couple it or join it with art. Ooh, I have a butterfly right here. Let's bring that butterfly in. Let's put it right here on top of this one. Let's give this a center. And let's give this a center. And give this a center. That a center. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab a Stabilo pencil, right? And begin the illumination process. Then let me see. Do I want to bring anything in from here? Maybe I'll bring in harvest and put it right down there. And because I want to continue to harvest this lesson I've learned today through the vine. So this is the lesson of the vine. And I think I want to write that up here, maybe just lightly. This is more just for me, lesson of the vine. Okay, I'll never forget this, of course, you know. So I'm going to go back over to the table, to the computer. Uh, Let me wipe my hands before I do. I don't want to hit my keyboard like this. Pretty, pretty wet. So once it dries, what'll happen is I'll come back in and I'll take the Stabilo again and I will redefine. I'll go over top of everything and redefine again. Just to, or I might not. I always say I'm going to, and then the truth is I just don't. I just leave it how it ends because that's the purpose of Smashbooking. It's not to make it perfect or to change it. And every time I come to this page, I'll see the word harvest. I'll always remember it's Lammas. And when I see lesson of the vine with the vine, I'll always remember the lesson I received. And that's all I need. That the whole foundation is the abundance of earth, which flowers and butterflies and yeah, that sort of brings it on home. Okay, I think I can come over and hit my keyboard without getting too much everywhere. Okay, see you in a minute.
Okay, I am back here now, and I'm coming back into the spotlight. So I hope you enjoyed today's Smashbook session. And if you got anything from it, I hope you see the ease of creation, carrying the foundation beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's you just let yourself go with it, right? And trust the messages and the if a lesson is going to come up. I know I've been doing Smashbooking for a number of years now, It's almost a decade. And so I have a greater sense of dive in and just do. But again, there are no rules to Smashbooking. You can treat it as if it's a precious art journal, which it isn't. It's art therapy. And we all need art therapy. There isn't one person alive who doesn't need some form of therapy because that's soul. So I just want to share that with you. And therapy, if you take away all the connotations that are placed on it, like you have to go see somebody, which sometimes it's very important to find a therapist. But for the most part in your life, just your unfoldment, your spiritual unfoldment, art therapy takes you in very deep. A therapist, I don't really feel is there for our spiritual deepening. A therapist is there for our mental health and emotional health, and they serve a wonderful purpose for us. And so I'm not discounting therapy or therapists in any way. All right. Happy Lammas. May your first harvest be wonderful. It's the harvest of grain, so I don't know, bake a loaf of bread maybe, or go out and buy an awesome loaf of bread from a bakery. You can get it gluten-free if you're not into the old traditional wheat factor anymore, or of course you have a physical biological disposition that doesn't allow you to assimilate gluten. So yeah, break the bread, heat it up and put lots of butter on it. I'm a firm believer in lots of butter. So thank you for being here and witnessing. And for those of you who are watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. And create, create, create. You're an abundant universe. So let it out. Okay. Thank you. See you next month. Bye, everyone.